Good morning, noon or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Cheers for checking out this video, I appreciate you. Today we're going to be talking about Scream 6, what's been released so far, what we can see. They've released several trailers and posters, and we're going to have a little look into them and see what we can get an idea of what the story's going to be. So I'm going to start with a teaser trailer and the poster. So the teaser trailer shows one scene where Ghostface is attacking our group on a train. God, I hope Mindy survives. She was such a cool character in the previous movie. This has never really happened before, which leads me to believe that it could be one of two things when I initially saw it, and now that I've seen a new trailer, maybe not so much. It could be a dream sequence because Ghostface has never really attacked people in public before. It can be a cross between the two. It looks like Halloween, so I believe that Max Leferrier, who we can see is cast as Ghostface on IMDb, is in a Halloween costume and it triggers Mindy's PTSD to hallucinate an attack on her. Or thirdly, now that I've seen the new trailer, it shows that Ghostface isn't afraid of attacking people in public, so this may have actually happened on the train. There's one glaring difference. The masks in both of these, one is very clean and the other one is extremely dated and dirty. So 3 possible outcomes from the teaser trailer there. Now moving on to talking about the poster, the infamous poster that was released at the same time. I liked it. It's kind of a play on the New York subway underground system. In the top left corner you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 train lines, which obviously shows the kills and the lineage of each movie. I'd like to highlight 3 points. We've got Sam Carpenter, where all of the points converge. She also mentions in the new trailer that it's all connected to her.
This inside of me. It followed me here.
And as you can see on the map, all of the rail lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 go to her. If we take a little look into line 4, now Kirby's name has a red little sign with a white X on it, and we see her in the new trailer. There have been little hints throughout the Scream films that she is still alive, and this just goes to show that she really is, which is class. And then the final thing that I'd like to point out in this poster is if we look at the red line, line 1, and Stu Masher's name, there is a little red tint to his white dot. Now this is going to go on about me harping about Stu Masher being one of the killers in the new Scream film. The studio let the cat out of the bag too early with the poster, with the trailers, with the old mask. I don't know. Stu Masher's death was quite weak, so there is a solid possibility that he could have lived through that. A TV falling on you isn't the end of the world. But actor Matthew Lillard has said several times in the past that he will be making a return to Scream. In what capacity, I don't know.
How would you envision Stu returning to Scream 5?
Scarred? Well, he's not in 5, I'll tell you that. But whenever he comes back somewhere in the future, because that's what happens in horror movies all the time, they bring the killers back.
But as a killer, I could only imagine it would be as a killer again, and a legacy killer would be sweet to see. Now moving on to actually talking about the trailer. Oh my god! One of the first things we see is the killer going into a corner shop and causing absolute mayhem trying to get to his target, which happens to be Sam and Tara. We see them running in to get help, someone helps, and get shanked. Then the guns come out because... and Ghostface turns into Neo. He stabs up and wins the knife in a gunfight situation. He takes the gun and then he starts blasting, man.
Lucky thing, I had my pieces.
Your pieces?
My gun.
Oh.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Wow.
Bang! No, I don't see so good, so I missed.
It's insane. The main trailer moves on to looking at characters in the film. We get introduced to some new faces. We get to see some old legacy characters in Kirby and Gale. And I'm just interested in seeing the dynamics between all of them and see what kind of comes out. It would appear in this universe that the Ghostface killer has become some kind of cult icon. People on the subway are wearing his mask. There's street art for him. So it's kind of glamorizing and glorifying murderers, which is kind of weird. Could you imagine street art of Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy around? It's a bit We then go to some kind of Scream museum.
A shrine.
Oops, sorry Gail. A shrine. Where it shows off several key items through the series, such as TVs, clothes that people wore when they were murdered. And the main set piece is all of the Scream cloaks and masks, but the masks have gone. Gail Weathers then gets a phone call from the killer.
Hello.
No, not you. Wrong movie franchise. And the killer goes on to say how he's different from everybody else.
It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gale.
Now my suspicions lie in he's different because he's survived as a killer. All the other killers have died, whereas going back to Stu, I think he's lived. He's different because he's a surviving legacy killer. And the trailer shows that he's ruthless. I think he may be on track for being one of the most violent Ghostface. The trailer then shows him going through Gale's apartment. Gale comes equipped just like she did in the last movie and starts shooting at Ghostface.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
The trailer suggests that she dies, and so did the 5th film with a gunshot, but we'll wait and see. This shot from the trailer where you can see Tara and Sarah staring opposite directions at two different things quite intently makes me think that there's going to be at least 2 ghost faces, which is wicked, but I'm also kind of hoping for 3. We then get some chase sequences, which I hope there are more of in this film. We then get a little look in at Samara Weaving and Tony Revolori, who, judging by the quick flash in a trailer and the lack of Samara Weaving have a name and IMDb, I have a feeling that these people are going to be the opening kills of the film. So my thoughts and feelings on the new Scream. I think it's definitely in a better position than 5 at the moment. When 5 came out, it was a little bit lackluster with the twists. Let's face it, from the beginning we all knew who was going to be the killer when we saw the casting. This, however, I don't know. I believe they'll bring back Stu as a legacy killer. Other than that, they've not given the game away. I think this has potential to be the Scream movie Scream 5 should have been. However, the producers had a little bit too much involvement in Scream 5 because of the 10-20 year anniversary. It's nice to see that we've got a load of legacy characters back. Hopefully this is the Scream movie that the creators wanted to create for fans. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what they do with it. I'm looking forward to seeing the new characters. I'm looking forward to seeing the kills. I'm looking forward to seeing how they execute the whole film. But then again, of course, I'd say that I'm a horror fan. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. If you've got any thoughts, feelings, drop a comment. I do respond to comments if there's a little bit of a discussion there. And if you feel like it was deserved, please drop a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hope you have a wicked day. Cheers. Have a good one.